It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader, because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. On second down, Darby. This will go for 5 up to the 33. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Torn back across his body. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First and goal from just inside the 5. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Fights through him. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. And this one is right through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying, thanks a lot. You held him to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He finds his man, complete. It's Baker. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So the Broncos coming out now. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there.
Nice play, man.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A huge play there for Houston.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Houston's offense taking over again.
And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. 7 yards to pick up there. Now they try the right side here. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Now, the good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the 2nd quarter.
And a lot of that is pride, because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
He probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward. On 2nd down now, it's Baker. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Baker. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Nicholson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Broncos. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Back to throw again. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. And now out comes Houston. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Houston set to take over. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 1. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the Broncos get there and take him down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. In the 1 o'clock games, one that immediately catches the eye is in our nation's capital, a big test for the Washington football team as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Later in the afternoon, one of the games to spotlight will be at Ford Field in Detroit, where it'll be the Lions taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Chicago Bears and the LA Chargers. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for the Broncos in that first half. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. And meanwhile, for the Texans, they too found some success throwing the football. But I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They were victorious a week ago over Philadelphia. They lead here as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Bird. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just could not find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
Back to throw here. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coach.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bird, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Baker.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. A try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a handoff looking right.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bird. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down, it's Bird. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
They'll look to throw here. Touchdown! That's caught. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Broncos get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Texans 3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Bus formation. Come on, boys, come on.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Baker. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense. Oh, man, can't do that.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Baker. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And it's a 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route, worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get 1 look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Denver defense, they get ready to do battle again here. And they forced the fumble last time. Now 4 turnovers for this defense. They've been darn good.
It's become a feeding frenzy, hasn't it? I mean, almost like the Sharks. They descend upon their prey. That's what they've done this entire game. 4 takeaways. They preach it, and today they're living it.
Well, when you have that many, you probably think, all right, well, we'll just get another one now, right?
That's how it works. Everyone feels like, if I didn't get one.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off right around the 43.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. There he goes left side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception. navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On second down now, it's Baker. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Bird. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
51 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. They'll keep it on the ground. Bird. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe one block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Texans on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you use the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. And Denver getting set to take the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food, because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Nicholson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. A big rush by the Texans, and they block it. Through an opening, and there he goes. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for a touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Partners, you well know, every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Extra point forthcoming. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Not only did they block it, the awareness to go and grab it and then take it into the end zone for 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. They'll run on first down. Baker. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
It's a big one now. It's a big one.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive